Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
And our opinion, of course, Bob.
All right, Brad, we just did the Berg balance test or Berg balance scale, and we demonstrated how to do that in our last video. And we're now going to go over how to interpret the results. Now, this is a more in-depth interpretation of the results, but I think it's the most helpful.
Right. So the Berg balance test, just a quick review, is if you want to interpret if someone is at high risk for falls or what level risk of fall they have, whether they need a cane, a walker, a wheelchair. Typically it's an older person, but it could be any age.
Very well said, Brad. Let's jump right into it. Can you see this okay? I think you can read this, can't you?
Well, we've got it zoomed in. That's why we're bobbing our head in and out, Bob, because our camera person is on vacation, so to speak.
So the score can be from anywhere from 0 to 56. There's 14 items on the test. And after you've done the 14 items and you've tallied up the score, you then want to look and see what they have. Let's start from the top, right,
Sure.
Brad?
Or the bottom.
If they have less than 20, they're pretty much considered wheelchair bound.
So 0 to 20, people are in a wheelchair.
Yeah. If they're less than 40, they're at a significant risk for falling.
So in other words, they're probably going to need standby or a walker, some kind of...
No, they're going to need somebody holding on to them.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody actually needs to hold on to them, not that's even with a walker.
Okay.
All right. If they're less than 36, their fall risk is close to 100%, especially without a front wheel walker.
Okay.
I'm not sure why they threw that one in there, but they did. All right, 20 to 40, they're going to need a front wheel walker with assistance.
So
these kind of jump around,
right,
I see,
right.
but this is just to give you some ideas. If they're 41 to 44, they can be independent with a front-wheeled walker. That means they don't need anybody to help assist them. They can go ahead and walk around with that front-wheeled walker.
Sure.
45 to 47, they have safe ambulation with a cane indoors and outdoors.
And if you're watching this and you're not familiar with the term ambulation, you're not a therapist, that means they're safe with walking.
Right. Where are we at? 47 to 48 to 49.5. I don't know what that means, but they can use a cane outdoors, but indoors they actually don't need to use anything at all.
Sure.
All right. And then the last one, 50 to 56. This person's pretty much considered safe, Brad. They don't need to use any type of walking aid, and they pretty much can do everything.
They can walk around on the grass,
outside, yeah,
on the flat. And again, to mention on this, Bob's talking about he doesn't know what that means, but he really do. These are not set in stone. It's a pretty varied thing. It kind of gives you an idea, but every individual is going to be different. One individual could be at a 20 to 40, maybe have a 32. And with a front-wheeled walker, may need just a little assistance, and it's going to vary. There's just variables.
I think the thing that we found, or I found, Brad, is really depends on their cognition too, or their ability to think. If you have somebody with dementia and they score pretty high, but they have really poor judgment, you're probably going to make them want to use more of a gait aid, or more of a walker, or more of a cane than someone who isn't.
Right.
So that's why these are good. It's a good starting point to figure out what to do with them after you've scored them on the test, but you still have to use some judgment.
Sure. All right. So the Berg balance test in a nutshell.
Berg balance scale.
Okay. So if
thumbs up, Brad.
Oh, thumbs up! And if you're 40 and over, continue to subscribe to us because we'll give more helpful information about this kind of thing.
Right. Do the thumb.
Oh, thumb fight. Yeah.
Thumb fight.
Come on, I'll take it.
All right.
Ah, you cheated.
All right.